I'm just trying to figure out how to make this tweet short enough. My lord. Oh, that's what's going on. Let's get rid of that. Let's attach the picture here. Boom. And here we go. We tag some people here in this one, and then we'll get ready to our Wings versus Anaban, the final matches. Get this one going. Kaboom. And now it's tweeted out. There we go, guys. I'm back. I'm back, everybody. I'm back and better than ever. Yeah, the round of 32 will be on Saturday the 8th. I will not be casting because I will be big. I will be big. I will be traveling. My brain's shorted out. I only have Dark Lights OnlyFans. That's hilarious. Strong, powerful move there. Powerful move there. I believe in you. Wings. Another guy who I think that good players, I think good players, people who understand Clash Royale, never started doubting how good Wings is at this game. I think the casual fans of CRL, because they saw the struggles that Wings had with Misfits over the last couple, over 2019, just didn't really realize just how good Wings is. But Wings is the all-time leader in King of the Hill. I will be casting the final round on the 10th, guys. Anyone have the link? I do have the bracket link. 1 second. Let me go ahead and get that for you. Wings is the all-time best player in the West in Clash Royale League. No questions. Lifetime win rate, 69%, with 6 sweeps in King of the Hill. Top tier King of the Hill player. Graveyard into the right-hand side for Anaban, who had an amazing no-tilt league special edition, 29-14 with 2 King of the Hill sweeps. Struggled to get wins in CRL. So big damage to open up from Anaban. Graveyard in both directions. Who do I have for Diego E versus Bag? Man, that's a hard question. I think I have Bag in that matchup. But you can't, you really, people are underestimating Diego E way too much. Hey, Kay, how are you? Good to see you. From Rising Sun Esports. Wasn't there some big news out of Rising Sun Esports recently, Kay? Let me know about that. Hey, Frio, thanks for the stay safe. Really appreciate it. GY Poison just not going to cut it here for Wings in the right-hand lane. Final minute 15. You're on a 4% big sad moment. Well, oh, 4% battery in your phone? Get a charger, man! Get in there! GY Poison in one more time. Wings holding on pretty nicely here. And Anaban has not been able to put any offense in. High Mega Knight. But again, this will be some decent defense, or some decent offense for Wings. This has been all Anaban the whole way. Can't get a tank across here, though, with the King Tower activation. Good recovery here from the King of the Hill star. The question is, can he win the foot race? With those skeletons on tower, he sure can. Wings taking the lead with 15 seconds left. Oh, man, Poison's so close. Graveyard in for Wings and Anaban. But Anaban has to fight against a King Tower activation. Wings does not. GG well played. Great recovery from Wings to take the win here in game number 1 against Anaban. Wings with the advantage. over the Chivas Esports player. Anaban personal best on an official account, 82.04. Two-time #1 finisher on ladder, 14 finishes in the top 50. I just don't know. I've never even thought of doing a Spanish accent, Dak. I just don't know what it would sound like. That GG well played was $15. My word! Fake Royal Giant, you are powerful, dude. You are next level goated powerful. That's huge. Can I do a British accent? I did Scottish earlier. I think if I read, I can do an English accent better than if I actually like try to do one. If I'm just talking. Since 2003, the Wounded Warrior Project has been a tireless advocate for our nation's finest, improving the lives of millions of warriors and their families. Why am I'm reading like American copy? You know what's funny is I can do a decent British accent when I'm reading books to my son, like children's books, but cannot do it elsewise. Battle Ram, or Ram Rider, not getting attachments onto the tower. Someone call Night Owl and tell him GG. Yeah, no, that was super hype. What are you talking about, Alpha Moriarty? Fake Royal Giant came in absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. That is massive. Fake RG is the new GOAT. I wish there were like actual alerts here so I could have like sounds and a big thing that pops up on the screen. I just have to catch it when it actually happens, but Fake RG is basically the new #1. I gotta figure out some new high-profile sub-privileges, because Fake RG is completely rewriting the game here. Totally eclipsed your on fire spell. Yeah, sorry on Hottie. A big play like that, game changer. Anaban reminds me of Diego B. He's either on point or insane, or he's a free W. Yeah, it's interesting. That's a good point, though. Right now, he's feeling like a free W, though. Fake Royal Giant is huge. Absolute king, dude. Fake RG OP indeed, Sam. OP indeed. Pro Adam. Can't subscribe, that's unfortunate. Well, you know, just enjoy the content for free then, buddy. Never been to Tunisia. Dak says it's nice. Final minute 50. Wings firmly in control. And Anaban has to ignore that Musketeer and try to push on the right-hand side. Wing's been on point here with the fireballs. Pick to the left, Mega Knight not in cycle. Hunter trying to save the day here, but that's going to be within fireball range now. There you go, GG, well played. Wings taking the lead 2-0. For the GG, we'll peek if we get some rich ASMR in return. If I had a snack here, but I've had no food deliveries this entire stream. Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it. You're on 2%, Alpha Moriarty. OP comment in the chat. Score right now, 2-0 to Wings. Anaban with the Fish Slapper band. Hog Magic Archer. Hog EQ with Magic Archer from Anaban. Interesting. Unique. Here comes a Lava Hound. I support you, Gam. So Lava Hound, Smelly's behind. Giant Skeleton High on the pickup for the Skellies. Wings has to be happy for the guards version right now, I think. And Loon behind, expecting Anaban to be low, knows there's no NATO in cycle. Ah, but it's Bomb Tower. DC the Boss, have you never heard the story? Are you unfamiliar with the story, DC the Boss, of how I ended up here? You've never heard it? Well, Supercell put out an open casting call looking for casters for Clash Royale League. And the casting call is looking for someone who had play-by-play experience, comedy experience, and also played the game. And at the time, I was working the door at the Comedy Store in Hollywood, checking IDs, parking cars in exchange for minimum wage and stage time at the greatest comedy club in the world. And a friend of mine showed me that, and he thought it'd be perfect. Because at that time, I'd been doing stand-up for about 10 years. I'd been doing play-by-play for mixed martial arts for 7. And I played the game casually. I've been playing since launch pretty much, but totally as a casual. You know, didn't know what the meta decks were at the time. And I went to I submitted my tapes. I recorded my tapes before, during, and after my shifts at the Comedy Store. Did my first set of tapes. The last tape was 3 tapes for the first submission. And oh boy, this is a tight one here. Hold on, folks. Hold on here, folks. I'll finish the story after this game is over. 363 to 332 high. Oh, and outside of the EQ range. Wings with a solid tombstone keeps him alive for a second. Can he get damage down? One more EQ will finish it. Trying to cycle super hard. I don't know if Lava Hound is the correct answer here. He knows that he cannot get damage done with the fireball. Has to beat that on EQ. Not going to do it. Anaban going to win game 3. GG, well played. We're going on to game number 4. And I'm not going to get this job, right? And that's how I was sitting there in the hallway going, like, I'm not going to get this job. I made it this far, and I'm to tank it now. And a friend of mine, some advice that he'd given me once was in my head. He said, closed mouths don't get fed. So I waited in the hallway outside the room. They were doing a few different reads of different pairs for chemistry. And I waited outside, and the cast director came out, and I said, hey, man, I didn't like that. I'm a play-by-play commentator. I've been a play-by-play commentator for 7 years. I'm a professional at it. Let me come back in and read for play-by-play instead of expert. And he said, okay. And I went back in, first with George and then with Andrew, with me as play-by-play and Andrew, or another guy, George, doing color expert, and gave the best performance of my life. I walked out of there and said, if they don't choose me, it's because they want something different, because no one can do what I just did better than what I did. And they called me up a few weeks later and told me I had the job. Interestingly enough, of course, Andrew initially did not get the job. He was booked as an alternate. And then when Paul no longer did the job, they brought Andrew in as my color co-host. Christy St. John, of course, was in that audition. And she ended up being the interviewer, the interviewer host. And then George got a job in the control room as part of production. So all 4 of us in there ended up as part of the team. And there you go. The rest is history. But the big one, closed mouths don't get fed. If it weren't for that, never would have got this job. Dak, to answer your question, I have no idea. But I think they needed people who knew the game in Asia who spoke English. Some people like them better than they like me. But I will also say that the numbers for viewing Clash Royale West in English are much higher than the numbers for viewing Clash Royale East in English. But, you know, there are viewers of CRL East who prefer them to me. So, do as you will. What does color mean in this context? Good question, Lapagati. A typical commentary team of 2 people. Typically, there are 2 roles. There is play-by-play, which is the verbal conductor of the broadcast, the guy who says the hellos and welcomes and does ad reads and says the who and the what, like what's actually happening. And then there's the color commentator, who is the expert who gives analysis. So if you're watching, for example, football, Tony Romo is a color commentator. Whoever he's with is the play-by-play slash host. So typically, the play-by-play host is a professional broadcaster, and the color commentator is a former pro or somehow expert. That's how that difference goes. Do I know G. Clef and Simon? Yeah. I know all the Eastcasters. We worked together at WCG, World Cyber Games in China. Yeah, like I said, some people like them better than they like myself and Andrew. It's a taste thing. I do some analysis as well, and that's the big thing, Lapo, is depending on the sport, it's more rigid. So esports in general tends to be less rigid rules. Esports in general is more like a 50-50, sometimes even like I prefer more of a split, like a 60-40, 70-30 split. But esports tends to be more like a 55-45 split in terms of color versus play-by-play responsibilities. You know, both people tend to share both responsibilities more in esports than in other events. But in other things, it's more of like, it might be more of like an 80-20, 90-10 in some other sports. So, for example, in the UFC, John Anik is the pure play-by-play guy. Used to be Mike Goldberg, now it's John Anik, and that's going to be a connection on the right-hand side. Oh, my word. Hold on, folks. Let me cast this, and I'll get back to that question here again. Miner goes to the back, picked up by the Skeletons. Will one Miner shot get in? And it does. 302 on the right-hand side. Now Anaban going Loon. Miner again to the outside. Wings going to the same spot twice in a row here. Snowball working against the balloon of Anaban. Does not connect, but death damage will get in. This is getting real tight here. 272. No pickup for the Miner. Ice Golem trying to help, but that Miner going to town. Snowball in. Will the Miner hit? No, it will not. Log trying to do it. Anaban wins. We're going to game 5. Man, what a game. All right, guys, we're going to be all casting here for this game number 5 between Wings and Anaban. Enough of the commentary chat. We can get to it later. Right now, we got a fight on our hands. Oh, to answer Pro Adam's question, this is a $2,000 prize pool. I don't know the exact breakdown, but it is an overall $2,000 prize pool for this event. Looks like Wings might be going lava again. Tombstone seems to be pretty much in lava. Yep. And Thunderstruck did win $200 of that $2,000 prize pool, so $1,800 left. Jakob, I can hear Wing smash his phone from here. Yup, I understand it. I get it. Wings now lavas up into the weak side. Immediate Mega Knight and a cycled Heal Spirit in the back for Anaban. Anaban just loading up for a tower trade here. But those Smelly Dragons, no, they follow the Bandit. They'll split 1 and 1. Oh, disaster here for Wings. Wanted them both to follow the Lava Hound. And now they'll split. Should still be able to get tower here, I think. And Balloon connects. No, Dak, I don't see them making any changes to the only way that the commentary thing would change is if one of us, Andrew or myself, moves on. And I see that as being very unlikely. More likely for Andrew if he gets like a big acting gig, if he lands like a movie or a TV show, but man, Anaban might take this. A lot of damage there. Wings will get this tower down on the left-hand side. The question is, what do they do? Will they get one on the right? Bandit in the pocket. Guards do pick it up this time. Oh, no, not going to get the left-hand tower or the right. And Wings knows that's a GG. Can't Fireball zap his way out now. Poison in the pocket. Heal Spirit to help out. And the difference in spell damage is going to be a big issue here for Wings. Can that Balloon get anywhere near that tower? Not going to happen in time. Balloon trying to make it, and there you go. Anaban goes through. Wings goes out. Unbelievable.